How far did you get with your education?
High school graduation. Yeah.
And for time reference, it's July 2021 now.
Yeah, I graduated in 2018. So June, May, June time.
Now, what schools did you attend growing up?
Elementary, I went to Schroekers, and then I went to middle school, Medellin Middle School in the Northeast. So like Medellin and Middle were right, like Medellin and Northeast were right next to each other.
These were all public or private
Yeah,
schools?
public. Yeah, public.
Now, what kind of kid were you in class, generally speaking?
I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of a shy kid. Like I just kind of did my own thing, and if I don't feel like a vibe's right, or if I don't feel like doing something, I'm just gonna do my own thing while y'all do that. I'm not gonna interrupt you. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy, but I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing till y'all finish.
What do you think led to you being shy? Where do you think that stemmed from?
I don't know, cause it's like I was kind of that crazy kid too that just like doing shit. Like I'm always got to be doing something. I can't sit in this chair. I always got to be doing something. So it's like when it came to PE class, I guess you can tell I wasn't shy no more. I'm over here trying to cross people up, trip them on the basketball court, shit like that. But in class, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like when there's a teacher in there, it's like a parent, a guardian. Like you gotta respect them, but it's just like you want to do all these other things too, which not without getting caught. So I feel like I would just kind of like play my moves kind of right, you know. I guess.
Were you part of a certain crowd at all?
Nah, not really. I mean, my friends and shit, but it was nothing crazy.
Did anyone attend your schools end up becoming well-known or famous themselves?
Yeah, shout out to OMN and them. They doing their thing. I mean, Project, Youngie, and Raw Wave, they didn't go to the same school I did, but the school like 5-10 minutes from us, you know? Yeah.
Did you personally know either of them?
Rod, yeah. It was like me and Rod texted each other, but he was kind of like doing his thing. Like, he had like 6,000 followers when like we kind of knew about him and shit. Project, probably about the same thing. Project had a little more following. And then, yeah, OTM, BOC, oh man, all them. They went to the same school. And then, like, Peso, BTR Chris, like, those my friends. Like, me and Peso really started. He was, like, the first one in my, like, school. You know, he just got out of prison doing 3.5 years. So, he just got home. So doing, you know what I'm saying, doing that shit with him, putting him in the industry, taking his foot out the streets, putting him in the industry.
Ever take a music class in school?
If you had to get that one credit, you know, art, music. I was in the 5th grade talent show, though. I feel like I won that shit, but they ain't give me the crown. It's cool, though.
What was the talent?
Man, I was playing the drums. My friend was playing the guitar, and the girl was just a singer. Rockstar lifestyle might not make it.
Was it an original song or a cover?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I think he knew how to play something on the guitar. I knew how to do one thing on the drums, and she knew how to sing a song. So I think we just kind of made it sound something, you know, and make it come to life. But, man, that's why we didn't win.
Was it judges or actual crowd participation on who actually won?
Damn. I want to say it was just the crowd. Like, you know, how loud can you get? And, you know, them parents were in there that they care about their child so much that lost their voice for that.
Never took a film class, never took a journalism class.
Never. And I tried to. That's crazy, too. I tried to at school, but they wouldn't accept me in the class. Like, you know, the news, I was like, when I started doing the filming shit, I'm like, everybody in class knew I did that shit. Like, outside of school, all these people not doing that, like, how I was. And they wouldn't let me, like, the class was overbooked or something. I'm like, I'm really trying to get into this shit. Like, I will take this class serious. You can put me in any other class, I won't take it serious. This one, I'm going to take it serious. And I never got accepted into it. Like, I never got into it.
You did take a music class?
Music, nah. It was just like elementary school, you know? You had to. You had to play the flute and all that, you know?
The recorder?
Yeah, all that.
Did you play any sports?
Yeah, I was an athlete. Baseball to basketball. I really skateboarding, surfing, all that. Like, I quit baseball to skate, and then I quit skateboarding to go back to baseball. And then my dad was like, man, what are you trying to do with your life? And now I'm a filmer. The complete opposite.
How far did you get with any of these sports?
I ain't gonna lie, baseball, we won every championship. Like, our team was crazy. Like, AAU, like, we was so good. We would travel all over this state of Florida to play. And then freshman year, I took skateboarding. I mean, I skateboarded throughout the whole process of everything, but I took it serious. Because I'm a kid, I take a hobby, drop it, next one. I was moving around in them. And then I got injured from skateboarding, but it's my freshman debut, so, like, I'm trying out for the freshman team. But I get injured the first day. So I'm out. I'm already like, fuck baseball. Like, fuck, go back to skateboarding. And I just got hurt from skateboarding, so why would I do that? But yeah, man, that skateboard tore me up.
What injury was it that you suffered from?
It was like a little heel bruise. Like, I was just running the bases, and all of a sudden I was running, I just fell. Like, my whole right foot couldn't take no, like, walking. And I did it in front of everybody trying out, so I'm like, oh, they probably think I'm ass, I suck. They don't even know me because I'm trying out. So, yeah, it was kind of embarrassing, I ain't gonna lie.
So did you ever end up doing varsity?
Nah, never. After freshman year, I was like, fuck this sport. Fuck this sport.
And did AAU stop as well when you stopped baseball as a freshman?
No, I probably stopped. I ain't gonna lie, I probably stopped like when I was like 13, 14. When I went to middle school, because I took skateboarding serious, so I dropped that, went to skateboarding, came back to baseball, and shit like that.
So no varsity sports for you?
Nah, nothing. And I kind of wish I did that. Like, I wish I got into football. I wish I played that, because, like, going to them high school games, I know I'm going to do a crazy play, and the crowd going to... So, you know, next time you go to school tomorrow, you're going to be hyped. I knew that shit was going to happen one day, but never took it serious.
What position in baseball did you play?
I was lefty, so I played a lot of first base, pitcher as well, and then I played also outfield. I was just so athletic. I could basically honestly do anything.
What was your favorite position?
Probably pitching or first base, because it's like you're always on the spotlight. All eyes are always on you. You throwing that pitch, everybody's going to watch you. And, like, first base, same thing. Throw it, get you out every time.
Which position were you the best at? Not your personal favorite, but actually the best at.
Probably first base, because I could just scoop the ball. I'm lefty. But, like, pitching, though, I'll be really good at throwing people off. You know how they lead off on the base? Like, throw them. I'll get them out a lot of the time, too. So it's kind of like, I'm going to say first base, but he's either one of those, honestly. It's opinion-based.
Talking about like a pickoff?
Yeah, like a pickoff, yeah. When I was getting them all the time. Because I'm lefty, I could just real quick to first base.
What led to the sport of baseball for you?
My family, my dad, my brother, everyone. I grew up with 4 brothers. 2 stepbrothers, and then 1 blood brother, but they all play baseball, so it was like kind of a baseball house. But my dad's a big fan, so.
If you would have played varsity baseball, you took it serious, how far do you think you could have went with it?
If I went to varsity and took it serious, and that's the only thing I did, I feel like I'm always tell you I could go to the MLB, because I wouldn't stop until I did.
Any regrets on that? Or any of those sports, really, that you stopped?
Yes and no, because, like, yes now, because, like, if I would be in college right now, getting paid, you know what I'm saying? Because now they just accepted that law. I'll be doing that. I mean, the money's there. You're going to make fucking $15+ million a year. Baseball pays a lot. But I feel like I want to have the same friendships I have met over the life. I learned a lot of life lessons being on that road. Baseball, you got to work out every day. Like, you got to put a lot aside just for that one thing. And I'm always moving around. I knew I probably would have quit sometime in my career. Like, college, I'm stressed on books. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like I would stop somewhere.
Did you ever win any superlatives?
Like in school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I was saying earlier. But the most likely be famous or like most likely be successful. It was like one of those.
Most likely to succeed, best dressed, biggest flirt.
Yeah, I think
maybe they have.
It was something that was successful though.
And you won it.
Yeah, like I'm in the yearbook with my picture. And I won it with a girl, and she was like a famous YouTuber. like doing makeup and stuff. But she had like 400,000 followers in school. I only had like probably 10.
How'd
So,
you win that superlative?
I don't know. I was surprised my damn self. I was just in the yearbook with it.
Now, were there any thoughts on furthering your education after high school?
I mean, yeah, you know, you got your parents in the back of your head telling to do so, but at the end of the day, who's right, who's wrong? Nobody. You're both wrong and you're both right.
And looking back, was that the... Hold on. Okay, let me back up my questions here a little bit.
You're good.
Okay, after you graduate high school,
Mm-hmm.
how soon is the music videos taken serious after that?
Oh, the reason I didn't go to college is because I took that shit serious. Melly had got out of jail, so he got out of jail in February. And then every weekend while I was in school and sometimes during the week, like, I was about to graduate with like a 3.8 GPA. I graduated with like a 3.0 because that last 3-4 months I was leaving school. I'm doing this. Like, I'm just doing everything. Driving down to Miami to see Melly, go shoot a video, just being around the crowd because I'm like, I know I got to be around him. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me around, so it's just like, let's just work together. Let's create something the world's never seen, you know? And, yeah. So that kind of sucked. I had a damn near 4.0. Lost it.
Was that the right decision looking back?
Hell yeah.
Or do you wish you would have furthered your education instead?
I mean, it's cool to know something, to tell somebody they don't know about education-wise, but, man, I wouldn't be here if I didn't take that lead and, you know what I'm saying? It's like, my friends would go to the studio because, you know, studio sessions are late night. Some people don't leave till 6 in the morning. Well, I got to be up at 6. So the first time I ever recorded a video, I went to the studio. I snuck out my house. Shout out to Pops. He don't know still. But, yeah, I snuck out like at 12 o'clock because they went to bed early. The whole time I took pictures. Didn't even take a video. I got back to the crib at school to load it up on the computer. Bro, I'm like, oh, shit. I fucked up. So I had to do it again the next night. So I made sure I got it right. So that's a little funny story.
What was your parents' reaction to you not furthering your education after high school?
I don't think they really care because it's like my brother, he went to high school, college, but he dropped out. It just wasn't for us. I don't think it's meant for everybody, but if you need it to be something you want to do, of course you got to go. You got to go get your degree. If you want to be a doctor, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go do something, you have to. But what we want to do in life, us not going to college and us focus on really knowing the background and doing stuff to make us to go there, I feel like it was the right decision. Because instead of studying textbooks about how this shit happened in the 1800s, I could have been figuring out what I need my temperature on my light to be at, you know?
Was that something that was actually discussed between you and your parents? Do you ever say to them, I'm not going to college.
Oh, yeah.
It's stopping after high school.
Yeah, even in high school, I'm like, Dad, I'm not going to school today. I'm not going to school. Like, I'm going to go to the studio tonight. You know, I won't get home till 12 o'clock knowing I'm coming home, going to bed, let them go to bed, they go right back out. So.
What did this entire experience teach you? You stopping your education just after high school.
What did it teach me?
Yeah. Looking back.
I don't know if it really taught me anything but my life now. Like, it just kind of prepared me for the future, I feel like. But then you said, like, college is future, da-da-da. But I don't need college to be a film director. Yes, there's people that went there. Yes, you're right. And I have friends in the industry now that went to Full Sail and stuff like that, where I dreamed of going if I ever went to college. But you don't need it. I'm self-taught. You don't really need it. If books, to the study of the books, but if the camera looks good and it looks good to shoot it, shoot it. There's no science to it. If it looks good, shoot it.
If you could turn back the hands of time, would you have done anything different with your education?
Probably not. Because I feel like I'm smart. I know common sense. I feel like that's all you need in life. If you got common sense, you're kind of good.